Good evening to all of our SECAF friends, new and old. I'm Scott Bresler with Dixon Hughes Goodman and one of tonight's Gala chairs. Let me first start by thanking you for taking time out to be with us and celebrate our extraordinary group of 2021 Government Contractor Award finalists. Congratulations. Like our 2020 event, there's a handful of us back here at the McLean Hilton, while all of you are once again virtual. Also similar, we will have drinks in hand, ready to start to salute tonight's winners. Is that right, Cameron?
I hope so. It wouldn't be a SECAF gala without the drinking of glasses and a celebratory cocktail or two. On that subject, we invite all of you to join us in doing the same. To make sure that we have an ample amount of libations at our disposal, we ensure that the newest gala chair, that the drink retriever mantra was part of his official duties.
There we go. Yeah. He's the new guy. I get it. It's fine.
Well, joke's on you guys, because I put this on your tab. Anyway, I guess it's up to me to restore some dignity to the evening and bring it back to this year's group of celebrated companies. As we took a look back at 2020 and read through all the applications, a theme emerged that really honors all of you: excellence through resilience. Your efforts, grit, and determination are nothing short of Herculean. In fact, we suspect that some of you actually might be superheroes.
I'm gonna have to say we would be Iron Man, right? I think that focus on leveraging technology, AI, thinking of sort of outside of the box applications, that really is what we do. And so I'm gonna go with Iron Man. But there's also, I think, part of us that wants to be billionaires, like Tony Stark. So I think it's a little bit aspirational and a little bit now.
If P3 Group was a superhero, we would be Captain America, obviously, because of my time in the military.
I would say that this team is the Avengers as a whole, and me, myself, I'm the Hulk. As a matter of fact, if I unblur the screen, you'll see a Hulk right over my left shoulder.
I think that we are Superman. And the reason why is because we are always looking as far out as we can into this mist and clouds, and we're seeing through it like Superman with his X-ray vision into what makes sense and what can we bring to the government.
It would be a combination of Captain America, Black Panther, and the Black Widow, with a twist of the Black Widow, because one, we're all about being a team, we're all about working together, we're all about cutting edge and doing the latest and the greatest like Black Panther. And as a woman-owned small business, very proud of being a woman in charge, in control, and leading.
And speaking of superheroes, we have them all standing by virtually now. Say hello to the folks at home, everyone. Before we move to tonight's main event, we have a few housekeeping items to cover. The lineup of tonight's awards is as follows: Government Contractor of the Year, under $7.5 million in revenue. Award of Excellence, Mentor Protégé Program of the Year, Government Contractor of the Year, $7.5 to $15 million in revenue. Government Project of the Year, SECAF Advocate of the Year, Government Contractor of the Year, $15 to $27.5 million in revenue. Executive of the Year, Special Recognition Award, Government Contractor of the Year, $27.5 to $50 million in revenue. And we close out with the Government Advocate of the Year.
We also want to recognize an especially committed group of individuals who were instrumental in our awards every year, our selection committee. And then also our judges. Our esteemed 2021 judges were Cindy Beretta with Solarity, Shiv Krishnan of Cool Rocks, Kevin Robbins of Wolf Den Associates, and Peter Schulte of CM Equity Partners.
Tonight's event would also not be possible without the help from a number of generous companies that share their success with SECAF year in and year out. Our 2021 event sponsors are Atlantic Union Bank, Dixon Hughes Goodman, and FON Advisors. The award sponsors are Aronson, Citron Cooperman, Deltec, Eagle Bank, Enlightenment Capital, JLL, JP Morgan Wealth Management, M&T Bank, Pertari Law, SysArc, and Uninet. Our reception sponsors are BDO, Bean Kenny and Corman, Caliber, Odin Feldman and Pittleman, Pillsbury Winthrop, SC&H, Wolfden Associates. Our silver sponsors, Cordia Partners, Holland and Knight, Jamis, Polera Mazza, Sager and Rosenberg, Thompson and Greenspun. And last but certainly not least, our production sponsor, W2 Communications. If all of you are here tonight in person, we'd be giving everyone a standing ovation to show our appreciation for you being the consummate GovCon champions that you are. And speaking of champion, I'd like to welcome SECAF's current board chair, Caliber's president and CEO, Richard Pineda.
Hello, my name is Richard Pineda, and I'm the SECAF chair for the 2021-2022 season. I'm also the president and CEO of Caliber. While I wish we could be together in person, it is an honor to be here with you virtually. This year's awards gala theme is Excellence Through Resilience. Despite the immense challenges our entire world, our industry, and our companies have faced over the last year, we celebrate tonight with the immense accomplishments achieved through the darkest of times. What you will see tonight is the validation of this group's resilience, sustainability, passion, and dedication. At the heart of SECAF's mission is to recognize the tremendous efforts that these companies make to the government contracting ecosystem. This is not done in a vacuum. Collaboration and partnership are paramount. We are a community that looks forward to bringing everyone together to celebrate successes across all levels of the GovCon continuum, including service providers. And SECAF is the platform for all to make that happen. For those of you that may not be familiar with SECAF, let me give you the elevator pitch. Our organization is dedicated to assisting small and emerging contractors and service providers to be successful in the federal market. Here's how we do it. We provide access to government agencies, senior government executives, and industry executives. We connect peers, mentors, teammates, and partners. And last but not least, we drive thought leadership about the industry and how to grow and run your respective businesses. To make all this happen, we have an extraordinary network of volunteers that support through many communities, committees, such as marketing, programs, membership, nominations, partnership, legislative and regulatory, sponsorships, and communications. If you're not already engaged with SECAF, I invite you to check out one of our upcoming virtual events and join or become more involved in our organization that is doing so many great things for our GovCon community. Lastly, I'm looking forward to celebrating and recognizing our finalists. I hope that each of you has that sense that you're part of something very profound. We recognize the significant contribution you are making to our industry, your respective companies, and our country. Of all years, the fact that you're being recognized and applauded for transcending obstacles during a time of extreme hardship is something to be very proud of. On behalf of the entire SECAF leadership, board of directors, and membership team, congratulations and good luck, everyone. Let's get this party started.
All right, everyone, let's kick this off with Chris Crowder from Uninet to present our first award.
We begin the evening with the award for SECAF's Government Contractor of the Year with revenue under $7.5 million. These are the firms who, even with fewer resources and smaller staffs, managed tremendous accomplishments. Let's hear from this year's finalists.
if there was a realization that we had this past year was just how critical being a people-first organization is, especially in professional services. Your people are your biggest asset, and we needed to take extra care of them this past year. Thankfully, AMI Vero was founded on people. AMI stands for friendly, and Vero meaning real and authentic. So together, we already had a foundation of taking care of our folks and understanding that we're all individuals with different lives in different times of our life. Lots of new additions to the team. We were onboarding folks during COVID, which is like meeting in a parking lot to transfer laptops to get to work. I mean, it was very different. Again, being uber conscious of people's feelings about the situation. Are you comfortable doing this? What are you comfortable with? How can we help?
It really helped us understand the importance of one of our core values, which was servant leadership, and that is serving others. So if there's one thing we can't control the economy, we can't control what's going on with COVID, but we can control how we support others and do things outside of ourselves. But the biggest realization I would say outside of that is that we've really figured out that there's a place for telework, which was seen as sort of taboo in a sense before COVID-19. We see this a healthy friction going forward where telework and face-to-face is always going to have its place. It's very clear now through a year of a use case that both are necessary. So we've really got a clear understanding, I think, where both are necessary, and we'll always be figuring out what that perfect dynamic looks like.
We decided to form our company virtual. Everyone worked from their home from the beginning. And at Digital Mobilizations, we actually are surprised by how resilient our customers are, number one, and their ability to pivot. Our customers actually didn't fold. They all have missions that they need to carry on, and they adapted in ways that only a driver like a pandemic or some type of other catastrophic event would. So overall, 2020 was a fantastic year for us as a company.
The best surprise this year was agility, how my team performed during the end of the fiscal year, September 30th. We got 26 awards in less than 48 hours. And where I have seen my team with every department in our company transfers and becomes one body and does the same job as one company to make sure that we support and we serve to the pleasure of our customer, which is the U.S. government.
In 2020, just before everything shut down, we are actually fortunate enough to get our first prime contract with a government client. It happened to be a 40-person order. So going from just a few people to a 40-person operation wasn't a small feat for us. But we were prepared. We've got great people. We might make technology in our industry. We might make widgets, but it's really a people industry. Surrounding yourself with the right people is really what helps to both prepare you for growth, catapult you during the growth, and sustain it.
And this year's winner is Digital Mobilizations, Inc., accepted by Lanny Cornwell, President and CEO. Congratulations, Lanny and team.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Can I just say, wow, it's been an incredible year. Resilience obviously was on the mind of everyone. I just want to say a quick thank you to SECAF. It's been a very smooth and interesting engagement, and this is a great event for Digital Mobilizations to actually kick off as a first winner. I also want to say thanks to Eagle Bank. It started with your nomination, Eric Miller, so thanks very much. The DMI staff, the folks that perform magic for our customers every day. But most of all, I want to thank our customers, quite honestly. We're a small company that competes in the full and open arena. That's no small feat for our customers to take a risk on a new company with a disruptive consulting model. Our success highlights the need for our customers and how they feel to shift away from digital consulting norms and move into achieving outcomes. At Digital Mobilizations, we're humbled that our customers recognize us and that we can help them take advantage of modern platform era technologies to align with our customers' outcomes, quite honestly. So I want to keep it short. Thanks to everyone. We're excited and pleased to be a part of this. Over.
All right, next up is the Award of Excellence, presented by Eagle Bank's Jeff Rubery.
The Award of Excellence is marked for SECAF members that demonstrate leadership in the GovCon industry, community, and toward employees with outreach activities, development plans, and standards that set them apart from their peers. Finalists, I throw it to you.
Our workforce spans across several states across the nation, and we were able to support communities in all of those states. And so that was a very exciting thing for us to be able to do. And I believe the employees really felt like they were able to do something to support their friends and family. And that, obviously we hope that made them feel more comfortable where they were working. We targeted our charitable efforts that we do annually. We targeted them to the places that were hardest hit with COVID. And I have to say, this year, it was our biggest year yet. I mean, we match everything that the employees bring to the table with these charitable campaigns, and they just really knocked it out of the park. And we were able to contribute to a lot of needy organizations that are just trying to, be there during this crazy time.
So my background is actually in emergency management and organizational resilience. And so we had been building resilience activity into a lot of our day-to-day activities long before COVID. But what the COVID-19 pandemic really brought home is, one, how well our preparedness was serving us, and then places we could tweak or respond more effectively. So while I have a background in resilience, I'm amazingly proud of the team that is turned on a dime to give back not only to our clients, but also to their communities around them. And I think we are a stronger and better team now because of it.
This past year has offered us the opportunity to break down barriers between our programs and have people help each other out, whether they work for NASA or NOAA or DoD. We are constantly trying to find ways that our staff can apply their skills and knowledge, not only through their programs and what they currently do, but on different programs. If they have skills that are applicable to a problem we're trying to solve on another program, we have no problem with switching people over temporarily or working with them to help build the best possible solution.
So we use the events of last year as a time to reflect. We had some downtime because of our customer. A lot of what we did was have our employees on their downtime pursue training and education online. We do think that was a really big strength for us. We did everything we could to stick to our core values. Everybody was really on their A game in that regard. Because we were on reduced hours, we had to make them count. But I would say overall, it galvanized us. It forced us to be creative. And many lessons that we learned can be carried forward, especially in terms of doing our work in a hybrid way.
2020 was a transformational year for PBG. We grew exponentially, but we also had to dramatically change the way we worked in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. In overcoming these challenges, PBG strengthened our tight-knit family, and our culture and how we operate. And we truly tried to live out to our core values. We had to prioritize the safety of our employees and continually created opportunities for our staff to connect, grow, and give back to our community, the industry, as well as our customers. As we move forward and we look at the future, we're obviously going to continue to stay focused and true to our identity as the PBG family, while continuing to grow rapidly and make a daily difference, for our clients, our industry partners, and our community.
And the winner is Jovian Concepts Incorporated, accepted by Richard Shepard, President.
Hello, everyone. I want to thank SECAF, their judges and their committee. And also, I have to say, the virtual production team who put this together, it's very much felt like a Hollywood experience. It's extremely professionally done, and I know there were a lot of moving parts, so I definitely appreciate it. And forgive me if I'm stumbling a little bit, just because I was totally not expecting to win this award. But I just wanted to say that this award belongs to our employees. They really pulled through during a time of great uncertainty. It's perhaps a little easy to forget because we're sort of through it now. But in the beginning, nobody had any idea what was going to happen. Our customer was shutting down. We had no idea how we were going to cover people, but nobody panicked. And I do believe that that's because of our core values of long-term vision for everything, long-term, steady, slow growth, not flash in the pan kinds of values. And our employees really stuck to that. And we really did come together as a family, and people showed the great sides of themselves and their inner strength. And it was really amazing to see. So I am very humbled by their performance, and they're the reason why I'm talking to you today. So in terms of resilience, I think it's our vision that gave us that strength. We're not the flashiest company in the world, but I think this proved that we had the strength that it took to survive and thrive in a tumultuous environment where there was just great uncertainty. So again, thank you all for this award and recognition.
And here to name the Mentor Protégé Program of the Year winner is Deltek's Heather Stein.
This category awards companies that have shown compelling and profound commitment to excellence through its efforts in the mentor protege space. I turn it over to the 2021 finalists.
We're actually in the process now of reflecting on our partnerships and who we want to sort of double down on moving forward. And more than ever, again, the emphasis on people makes me put culture as the #1 priority, because if the culture doesn't fit, then that's not going to work. It's going to be more challenging than it is beneficial. And I don't think it should be the same, because I'm all about learning from each other. Our mentor is Grant Thornton, who is very different from Ami Vero, but together we both are moving further into the data analytics realm, which we know is important because the best way to bring value to your customer is to measure the value that you can bring to them through the service offering.
As a protege, going to the mid-tier, we found that it's very helpful. So we tried to connect, once we set the mentor protege up, we tried to connect our back office folks, HR, recruiting, accounting, with the mentors back office group, just to see if there were areas that as we're trying to move into the mid-tier, trying to mature those processes so that we're ready to compete at that level. I found over this past year been really helpful for Edgewater internally, as well as our customers and our other teammates in terms of trying to be successful in delivering our services to customers.
The work to establish and enhance our relationships with central research
Our mentor has been a multi-year collaborative effort and journey that started with a lengthy due diligence process. Our first year, we learned to understand and trust each other. And I can't overemphasize for that the importance of our CEO commitments. In a summary, the Mentor Protégé experience accelerated our growth, built the foundations needed to manage that growth and prepare for the competitive future in the federal market.
Picking a company that seems to map with whether it's your ethos or whether it's you kind of have similar industries or you're complementary or you can kind of see where you guys might be able to really help each other out. The business development aspect, again, that's important. You're talking about more than just growth, more than just business development. You're talking about maturing your company, and that's kind of what we've seen a lot of that, along with the business development success and the partnering that we've had there. But to help us actually mature as a company is what is going to really provide that bedrock for us.
I think the key to a great partnership is you're really invested in the other partner's growth and outcome. It's not opportunistic or what's short-term or transactional for me, but really how can I be a good partner and create long-term value for everyone that I'm working with. And I think when you start with that as a foundation, it's going to be reciprocated, and that's really what's going to drive long-term value for everyone else. I think the challenges for everyone working remotely were true for a partnership, right? And that's really sitting down and having constructive conversations, working on strategies, ideation. That's really difficult to do virtually. So finding ways to facilitate communication, both having regular meetings, regular schedules, so you're staying on top of things, but also finding opportunities to have more relaxed conversations where you don't necessarily have an agenda, but you can just talk freely, talk about ideas, talk about strategies was kind of key to to staying focused right over the last year.
And the winner is Amavero with Grant Thornton. And accepting this award is Olivia Bowker, CEO of Amavero.
Hi. Thank you so much. What an honor. We're so excited. We're doing a bit of a watch party here at my house on the deck, social distancing, and everyone is holding in the excitement so that they're not too loud and disruptive. But the company is very grateful for SECAF for recognizing mentor-protégés relationships in general, and Amavero. Thank you to Atlantic Union and those that have nominated us. I also especially want to give thanks to Grant Thornton, who is our mentor. I feel like they deserve extra credit being a mentor to a company under $7.5 million in revenue during last year. And as difficult as last year was, a phenomenal relationship as DHS mentor protege relationship between the two of us, not only in support of consulting, financial staffing, revenue, advice, GWACs, but just really been so responsive, very committed to the relationship. I've been a mentor before in other companies, and I've been a protege before in other companies, not as the CEO. And this relationship has by far surpassed any expectations that I could have had. So an extra special thank you to Vern Butler, the executive at Grant Thornton in charge, and Felice Fava, who runs the Mentor Protege program with us. So congratulations to the other finalists. A mentor-protege relationship takes a lot of work and it's a big commitment. So congratulations to everybody. And thank you so much to SECAF and to Grant Thornton.
Thanks, Olivia. Presenting our Government Contractor of the Year, $7.5 to $15 million in revenue award is Devin Hewitt from Protégé Law.
It is my pleasure today to be here and represent Protégé Law and to present the award for Government Contractor of the Year in the revenue category of 7.5 million and 15 million. These companies demonstrate excellence in strategic direction, strong financial performance, and positioning for future success. Finalists, over to you.
So every January I sit down, well, first myself, and think about the goals for the year, and then I sit down with my team and kind of, communicate what I thought of and then get their responses, and it's a good working session. And when March hit, sat down with the team and just realized that, we're gonna keep our goals the same, right? We're not gonna change them. We wanna challenge ourselves to still meet the goals that we set forth in January. Really focusing on our existing client relationships, and even more so on our employees, and making sure that they felt engaged, that they were content and happy. And that's what brings us new business, and that's what continues our business with our current customers. And because of, I've got such a great team of people, and because of them, we met our goals and we even exceeded them last year.
We've had to become a lot more comfortable with Microsoft Teams, and our team working remotely through Teams and through meetings versus being in person. Obviously that's a challenge, but our team has really done a great job of adapting to the new norm, which is not being in the office every day, and being able to contact people online and do the video calls. But we've been able to continue to grow and innovate and provide the customers the same type of excellence that they're looking for from our company and our team, even through the COVID period.
We've been enjoying the process now, being virtually, getting things virtually done compared to in person, because we have even developed new softwares to get more interactive with our clients or with our employees or among ourselves in the team as well. So building those kind of things actually helped us to get things done much faster and easier compared to before. And even, like I said, even if we are getting back to work, if we have to all travel to work and all of that, I think compared to that, this is much more productive because you're not missing your family life or your professional life. You're able to handle everything and still pause and look back, look around first. It's okay if the world stops. That's what I learned.
As a company, our midterm strategic goal has always been to expand from our strong scientific and technical professional services base into more custom product development, leveraging what we think is our industry-leading technical expertise to create custom AI and machine learning algorithms, modeling and simulation tools, and software products for our customers. And over this past year, we haven't changed this goal per se, but the approaches that we've adopted have actually allowed us to change direction and focus on bringing more product-based solutions to our customers. So we're proud of what we've been able to accomplish over the past year, and over the next year, we're looking forward to growing further.
We do our strategic planning in the November, December timeframe of the year before. Fortunately for us, our goals stayed the same. We were able to achieve the goals. Tactically, of how we got there was totally different. And so that was a lesson learned, I think, that I had as a leader was, if you set the guardrails of the things that are in and out, but you kind of set the direction of where you're going, you get the freedom to kind of navigate how you get there, and you really just judge on, did you get there or not? One of the things we took out of the year last year was that we had a successful year. We grew 80% from year-over-year growth financially. We're profitable. We had our retention goals, and we exceeded our retention goals. So all those things worked well. And so we were proud that we kind of had the right balance of not too tactical in our goal setting, but we were able to still meet the ones that we set out.
And the winner is Bravium Consulting, Inc., accepted by Christine Nuselli, Chief Executive Officer.
Thank you. Wow, this is truly very unexpected. I think we've applied every year for, I believe, the past 4 years. And this is the first year that we made it to the finalist round, which the entire team was already extremely proud of that accomplishment. But to have won this award is very exciting, and it's truly such an honor. But I would like to take this time to recognize a few groups who've contributed to our success. First off, our entire Bravium family for their constant commitment to delivering quality products and services to our customers. And a specific shout out to my leadership team for treating Bravium like it's their own small business. The federal government for taking a chance on a small business back in 2015 when we won our first federal prime contract. And of course, for ServiceNow for developing a great platform that we could leverage to implement quality solutions for our customers, which really allowed us to grow and expand and get us to where we are today. Also, thank you, SECAF, for organizing this wonderful event for us, and I look forward to attending many more. Thank you.
Here to present the Government Project of the Year category is Jim Fennell from Aronson.
The Government Project of the Year honors a company that created and delivered a profound project or program that provided the federal government with significant value and/or return on investment during 2020. Let's hear how these initiatives impacted our finalists.
We were approached in May of 2020 regarding this project. We were selected through HHS and NIH. We were blessed to be selected, but at the same time had to really hunker down and hone in on the mission and kind of abate the noise, if you will. As far as the fabric of our organization and culture, I think it has in different respects. One, to dedication to a program or project mission, communication across the enterprise. We were able to communicate with our customer, with politicians and the like on what our role is in the project.
For B3 Group, our project of digital transformation with the Department of Veteran Affairs really didn't impact our corporate culture of servant leadership. It really let us highlight the work that we do every day to help veterans access their health care. It really impacted B3 in a way of hiring more technical folks, being able to have more broad impact on the veteran community writ large. We were able to do some 3D printing of protective equipment. We were able to establish with our partners a White House hotline, and we've really been able to make that broader impact to a veteran community at large with these technologies that we're working through with the Department of Veteran Affairs, as opposed to other projects that were maybe more limited in scope than we had previously executed.
When we became the prime contractor supporting the Forest Service in 2019, we understood the fabric and the basics of this project, but we also realized that this client deserved better tools, better information flow, and greater responsiveness. And I love the fact that this small company fiercely is dedicated to this client, to this project, and we've brought standardization and tools and capabilities and rigor to everything that we do with the provision of cybersecurity to the Forest Service, and their program as a result is one of the strongest in the Department of Agriculture, bar none.
We're supporting the Small Business Administration, specifically supporting surge support for the CARES Act and everything in relation to the pandemic. So for us, it was not exactly a process improvement, but instead kind of, I think, a shift in the way we thought about our workforce and how we work. The job doesn't end at 5. And I think at the end of the day, that's the big thing that we kind of really focused on. And that passion for mission really is seen throughout the organization right now. Seeing an impact from the loans that go to individuals and small businesses across the country during a global pandemic is it makes it worth it.
This project has been an affirmation to what I consider to be business basics. But I will tell you, the bottom line to this thing is that we ended up supporting the conversion of 14 courses. We delivered 340 classes to over 6,800 students, and with no degradation in quality. So to me, trusting your employee, providing them with the tools needed for success, and communicating with them regularly are still the keys to success. As a result of all of this, we've decided, WCTS, we've decided that we're actually going to remain a company that will allow our employees to work from home if they're able to do that, and start to actually put more in a process improvement capability together so that we can help other companies figure out how to overcome workforce diversity, geographically located, and how that all comes to be with regards to maintaining quality.
And the winner is Worldwide Counter Threat Solutions, LLC. Accepting the award is Joe Simzak. Congratulations, Joe.
I cannot express how excited and appreciative I am to accept this award. Wow, this is great. Being recognized for the efforts our folks put together this year is a tremendous honor. I would like to thank DHS and the Office of Bombing Prevention for giving us the opportunity to move this historically face-to-face course delivery method into a virtual environment. I also want to thank the West Virginia Army National Guard for their confidence in our ability to maintain the very high standards needed to introduce some of these courses in a virtual environment. But most importantly, I need to thank Rich Knight and his entire team for their not only interest in doing this effort, but for their enthusiasm in its pursuit. Whether we're providing training for first responders at the Super Bowl, the Kentucky Derby, the All-Star Game, or providing courses in a virtual instructor-led training course, this project saves lives, and we will never take that responsibility for granted. Thank you again. We are truly honored.
This next award is a really special one, SECAF Advocate of the Year. I'll turn it over to M&T Bank's Janelle Giambroni to name this year's honoree.
I'm privileged to announce the SECAF Advocate of the Year. Our organization is driven by people who work tirelessly on our behalf. They volunteer their time on committees, serve on the board, and provide perspective to help the greater good of the GovCon ecosystem. Over the course of this evening, we have focused on the success and excellence of some stellar companies, but now we turn our attention to an individual that embodies that. This person is generous with her insight and commitment to strengthening our organization. She brings passion, energy, intelligence, and an extraordinary understanding of the GovCon landscape to everything that she does. Whether it's serving on the board, acting as our general counsel, or lending her expertise to several committees over the years. With that, it is with profound appreciation that we bestow our 2021 SECAF Advocate of the Year honor to Protégé Law's Devin Hewitt.
What? Wait a minute. What? It's me? Oh my God, really? Oh my God, you guys like me. You really, really like me. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. I love SECAF. Oh my God, it's been my passion, and I'm speechless. I mean, I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Congrats, Devin. Thanks for all you do. Presenting our next award, Government Contractor of the Year with 15 to 27.5 million in revenue, is Chuck LaRock from JLL.
Good evening. I'm thrilled to present the award for Contractor of the Year with revenue between $15 and $27.5 million. The following companies demonstrated substantial revenue growth, coupled with a laser-like focus and understanding of the factors that contributed to past successes while laying a foundation for future expansion. Let's roll with the finalist video.
In the last 6 months alone, we've seen an explosion of comprehensive attacks.
so an emphasis on stronger cybersecurity, often centered around digital identity, has become an increased need, particularly since COVID and now remote work environments. We at Easy Dynamics understand the changing landscape requires us to improve our tools and techniques while anticipating threats well in advance. We have shifted our goals and made additional innovations and training investments, both from an academic perspective and research focus, taking everything we're learning from current and ongoing cyber threats and improving how we design and protect the systems we support. To be successful, we must continue to search for and bring on industry thought leaders, SMEs, and other qualified individuals who share our deep commitment to protecting our national security.
So we've seen this dramatic demand shift. It's really been a hyper focus towards mission-centered solutions. Everything from this speeding of the acquisition lifecycle to driving continuous mission delivery. Technology is now a member of the team, every single team. And this is a huge twist to the way we all do business. For one of our programs, we've incorporated border agents directly into the Scrum team. And this is a totally new dynamic. Seeing the benefits, the field operations is now promoting extended periods of time where agents are directly integrated into the Scrum team. This has grown tremendously over the past year and is one of the biggest reasons why Ignite IT has been able to deliver the mission to the customers.
So government has experienced a tough time with the pandemic. They have experienced delays in acquisitions. Certainly we've experienced that as an industry ourselves. For contractors, we need to get creative in what is it that we can come up with to be able to assist the government and being effective during this period of time. So one of the things that Encatech is doing is really sort of packaging some of our services in a way that we can be more effective in providing solutions to the federal government.
For our particular company, and we work in international development, the technical requirements are always changing because the world is changing and thinking about economic development is changing. For our company specifically, we're on a path to graduate from small business status. So our contracting space is changing considerably. Rather than being one of the larger small businesses, we'll be bidding against some of the largest companies in the world. In order to prepare for that, we are investing in all sorts of systems and HR systems. And I would say that our regulatory environment is getting more and more complex. So technical, operational, and compliance. And just our particular competitive environment is changing over the last year and into the future.
The government has responsibilities to maintain mission critical systems that directly and indirectly impact all of us. The question then becomes is how does the government maintain these systems without sacrificing quality or way of life? From a contracting perspective, we had to find creative ways on how to get the job done. We had to manage resources, budgets, and really look at how we do overall business in terms of overhead costs. We had to offset the additional costs by investing in new line of businesses and technologies to deal with the challenges. And that really helped us to maintain our staff, our quality of work, and really renewed our dedication to the government.
And the winner is Easy Dynamics Corporation, accepted by Peruse Javan and Pupak Afshar.
Hi, everybody. This is truly awesome for us. I'm Peruse Javan. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Easy Dynamics. And first, we want to say we're honored to be recognized in a group of peers that are highly capable. We've heard about many of the companies on this list, so we're pretty surprised and humbled to get this award. I also wanted to thank SECAF for hosting a venue for recognizing small businesses. From our perspective, small businesses are catalysts for change. We tend to take on a little bit more risk at times, introduce emerging technologies earlier. So as a disruptive agent within the federal government, it's great to have a venue like this to be recognized. This award means a lot to us, especially with the year that we've had. It's been incredible to see some of the focus on efficiency, better communications, better coordination, and that's resulted really in some of the work that we've done both in the cybersecurity field and digital identity field for some of the customers that we've had. I think we all face some similar challenges, whether it's outdated acquisitions and policies, workforce, challenging IT architectures, and some of the people problems that we have on all of our projects. The folks at Easy Dynamics were super excited to hear that we were one of the finalists. And I can't tell you, they're going to be super excited tomorrow to hear that we were actually awarded. So thank you to SECAF for hosting this, and the group of judges and folks, a big field to select Easy Dynamics. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, next up is Mr. Devin Talbot from Enlightenment Capital.
SECAF's newest award, Executive of the Year, is presented to an individual that has shown a compelling and profound commitment to excellence to their company, within the community, the government contracting industry, and towards their employees. Let's hear from these extraordinary leaders.
Had to look for other ways to keep folks engaged and motivated. So there were a number of things we try to do. Working with our health benefits partner, we had some wellness programs we put in place that allowed our employees to show off their competitive spirit. So we had a 6-week challenge where we were encouraging folks to sleep more, to be more mindful, do more meditation, and so that certainly brought out the best in folks over time. And then, to the extent we could, we did what we called quarantini happy hours. But they've been great. They've been great opportunities for me to connect with folks. And then once again, individuals from different parts of the organization who may have been working here for a number of years, getting to meet and see other folks across the organization.
We don't treat everybody or every person as a number or a group. We get to know our employees, especially the management team, on a one-on-one basis. And so individually, everyone is taking the Myers-Briggs test and the DISC test. And what that helps me do as a leader is know how to motivate that individual the way that they want to receive information, the way that they best are motivated and inspired, because you're speaking with them from a perspective and a manner in which they want to receive the information.
Challenge during this very difficult year was being connected to your workforce. And so we did a B3 Olympics where we led people. We did steps with walking on treadmills or walking or running, whatever people were able to do. We had a talent portion of this so people could showcase their singing or their playing of instruments. We also had shared recipes during the holidays. My mom, without me knowing, made a video of one of the recipes she shares. So on our water cooler at B3 group, you can see my mom's video, which is really cool. When your mom breaks the internet, you know you've made it. And the other piece was just to connect with our employees, let them know that we value them, that we understood that they had challenges, and we were here for them to help them be the best they could during these challenging times.
Early on, of course, it was a bit of a panic. We have a lot of great colleagues in other companies who are small businesses, some within SECAF themselves, that were facing the exact same situation. And the one thing that we relied on heavily was calling those people up. What are you doing? Let's make sure that we don't stand out and we're taking care of our people, but we're also being smart about it. So relying on other people within the industry who operate small businesses, particularly in DoD and the IC, was a big boon for us. It was a crutch that I leaned on.
We always look for ways to engage the entirety of our company. And people digest information differently, some in meetings, some via email. And I started sending weekly emails several years ago to capture happenings around our company, to identify how the management team thinks about building culture, building team cohesion. And because of the pandemic and I wasn't in the office with all of our personnel, I decided to start filming videos and sending 2-minute long snippets as opposed to just the weekly email. And messages were centered around the security and stability of our contracts and our finances, and ensuring our personnel that our company would not just survive the pandemic, but that we would in fact thrive as a result.
And the winner is Rick Tussavainen, Dark Wolf Solutions.
This is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, SECAF. I've got butterflies in my stomach since Amy texted me just a minute ago. I can't thank Wolf Den enough for nominating us here, and of course, my leadership team, from the most senior people all the way down to our most junior people in the company. They were really instrumental throughout the year in getting us through this time, supporting our customers. We just, everyone knows it was a rough year, but we got through it together, and I accept this award on behalf of the entire Dark Wolf team. Thank you so much.
Congrats to Rick and the Dark Wolf team. Over the years, we found that there tends to be one company that stands out from the larger group of applicants, yet is not selected as an outright finalist or a winner in a particular category. This year is no exception. To present our special recognition award, let's welcome Howard Rothman from JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Thanks, James, and good afternoon, everyone. This honor recognizes a small business that, in the judge's view, tells an exemplary small business story and embodies this year's Excellence Through Resilience theme. The company selected is fiercely committed to giving back to the community, investing in its employees, and fostering innovation to deliver stellar customer service. A finalist in both the Award of Excellence and Project of the Year categories, the winner of SECAF's 2021 Special Recognition Award is Excel Technologies. Accepting the award for Excel is their CEO, Deb Yamanaka. Congratulations.
So one, if I'm a little teary, I apologize. This was so unexpected, and I'm so honored and so humbled on behalf of this company to be included among the great other companies represented here. I hope that you all can see it and hear it in my voice. I don't really have anything else to say except thank you to all of you, and thank you to every member of Excel who wakes up every day and tackles unimaginable odds in delivering great quality to our customers and to their communities. And thank you.
All right, folks, just 2 more awards to go. Here to announce our final Government Contractor of the Year award is Citrus Cooperman's own Serena Johnson.
I'm proud to present the award for our largest category, the Government Contractor of the Year, with revenues between $27.5 and $50 million. This group represents the trajectory of the GovCon community. Finalists, what can you share with us?
Three words, right? Changes, welcome, and last year. I don't know whether we can put it in one sentence, but I say that in the most lightest of senses. The most profound is us implementing something called the entrepreneurial operating system that at its base, it's clearly defining functions and roles that your leadership team is accountable for. It really required us to pivot and start asking ourselves, what is the mission of our customers? Us hiring people that were subject matter experts with the mission of our customers, providing them at no cost to our customers. It provided a stupendous value to helping our customers, tread closer to their missions.
Our employees found ways to keep the band together. We've traditionally been a company that works very closely together, and a lot of that frankly disappeared overnight. But what we did is we pulsed the employees and said, hey, we're looking for any and all ideas to keep that pack feel that we have here at Dark Wolf. So we got some great suggestions, and we implemented some of the best. We rolled out an enterprise version of Slack, so everyone now is on Slack, can ping everybody, they can create their own channels. It's been a good way for teams to form very quickly around a problem, triage it, and move on. And it was a way for, again, people just to bond together, keep learning, get to know some of the new people we hired, and just establish some sort of recognition of, hey, I'm not just out here in my basement working for a company that pays my paycheck. Like, there is a real group of people here that care and want to do the right thing.
The changes that occurred over the last year really were an evolution of where we were going already. This last year accelerated the transformation of our company to one where staff have great autonomy and corporate leadership focuses on quality and policies. So this coming year, I'm excited about institutionalizing the changes that have led to more innovation and new capabilities to the benefit of our customers and our staff.
Like most businesses during the pandemic, it created huge uncertainty, right? And we took the opportunity to really dig into growth strategy and process for delivery. And our workforce. We really dug into our workforce, because let's be real, everybody was worried about, am I going to lose my job? Are we going to lose contracts? Are we going to lose our growth? What's happening? But when we realized that we had to focus on growth strategy, process, and delivery, and our workforce combined with that, one of the things we did about 2 years ago, we took a scientific approach to building teams, which enabled us to learn about how our team is wired for success. And what I mean by wired is really what makes up the employee's DNA, and how can we make those employees successful? So that dialogue really helped us change the focus, and it was really a change. We've always prided ourselves on being a people-first organization, but what really changed for us is that our workforce felt the engagement level really tenfold, I think, during the pandemic at a time when they needed it.
And the winner is Dark Wolf Solutions, LLC. Accepting the award on their behalf is Rick Tasavainen, CEO.
I wish I could accept it on our behalf, but I got everybody here. Thank you. Thank you again, Amy and SECAF, Atlantic Union, for nominating us. We've got a very special drink here that we're going to have to take down. One of our employees left when he left to go overseas. He left that for us. And I'm just the luckiest person alive to be at the helm of this company. Thank all our employees and thank all of our customers. Take care.
All right, congratulations. Our final award is another really special one, as it captures a connection and collaboration that happens throughout the SECAF year in and year out. SysArc's Tim Brennan, will you do the honors?
The Government Advocate of the Year is an ally to our SECAF members from within the government. Honorees share their exemplary civil service career, commitment to small business growth, and a consummate willingness to lend their viewpoint to organizations such as ours. He or she is a facilitator that brings valuable and much needed perspective, clarity, and assistance to the contracting process. This year, we are honoring the Small Business Administration's Lender Relations SBDC Project Officer, Roderick Johnson. Rod has been a tremendous champion to SECAF and the GovCon community as a whole. He is a perennial evangelizer for both, spreading the SECAF word not only in his network, but to his colleagues within the SBA as well. He is personally responsible for members joining, as well as bringing several of this agency's peers on board for SECAF events. He has provided leadership, insight, and direction, resulting in a profound and positive impact on the small and emerging contracting community. With that, it is my privilege to present SECAF's Government Advocate of the Year Award to SBA's Rod Johnson. Congratulations, sir.
Good evening, everyone. It's great to be with you celebrating at the 13th Annual SECAF Awards Gala. Under the guise of the Award Gala's theme of excellence through resilience, I want to praise SECAF for the outstanding work it provides businesses working in the federal government space. Over the last 20 years, SECAF has become the premier organization for government contractors to be affiliated with. Having said that, I have felt very comfortable referring companies participating in the 8A Business Development Program that is sponsored by the SBA, who are looking to grow their businesses, as well as getting my peers at the SBA involved with SECAF. I want to thank SECAF for recognizing me as their 2021 Government Advocate of the Year for my long-standing commitment to small businesses operating in the federal government marketplace. Again, thank you, and everyone have a good evening.
Rod, thank you so much for everything you've done in support of small businesses and SECAF, and nicely done to everyone else. Here's to our newly minted SECAF winners. Cheers, everyone. As you know, at SECAF, we love to celebrate and can't wait to be with everyone again in person next year. But between now and then, we wanted to hear one last time from our finalists to see what that long-awaited reunion is going to be like. Finalists, take it away.
The party that we would have when we got back together would be filled with lots of fun, lots of laughter, and lots of camaraderie, drinks as well. But we come from the work hard, play hard attitude, and everybody looks forward to that day very soon.
We have the ability, one of our personnel here, the Director of Operations, he actually has a couple of Gatling guns. So for a team activity event, we go out to a range for the day and we shoot all kinds of guns, pistols, rifles, and everybody gets for the first time to shoot a Gatling gun, which I'm willing to bet 5% of the American public hasn't been able to do. So we have a lot of fun with that all day.
Before I arrived on the scene in August 2019, it wasn't uncommon for the company to have an annual picnic in the backyards of one of our execs who has a massive backyard. And so we were talking about that the other day on the heels of this survey that we put out there. And so folks are talking about, doing that picnic once again. Folks are joking about bringing their RVs and checking to see if the owner of this house has hookups for their RVs. And so folks are already planning ahead for this.
The one thing we've not done is been able to do a ribbon cutting ceremony here at headquarters in downtown Leesburg. That is absolutely the one thing on the list to get done and celebrate. And I think hopefully the party planner won't be me, because I'm not the best at those things, but I am certainly excited about our team being able to celebrate the success of our headquarters and doing it right here. I would say that there's probably going to be a large group of people here that are going to be super excited to be a part of that.
All right. Before we let you go, I want to have one last thank you, and that's to our administrative team here that has helped us behind the scenes and leading up to the event. Thank you so much. They really do make all this happen for all of us, and we thank them. Thank you very much. So here's what's going to happen next. Our production team is going to work some magic in the back end. You're going to get a notification taking you to the happy hour page. Just click on that and you'll join the main Zoom room. From there, you can join any of the sponsored breakouts room at any time. It's fairly intuitive, especially since we've all been working this virtual world for the last year. But if you get stuck, Hit the help desk icon on the left navigation bar.
Thanks everyone for joining us, and mark your calendars because the 2022 awards portal opens up December 1st. See you in networking, and thanks again for joining us. Have a great evening, everyone. Cheers all.
Cheers.